So to continue this story, I was invited back today to be advised by the family that they've moved out and they've professionally cleaned the premises. This person went to jail over 2 weeks ago, owing me thousands in rent arrears and costing damage inside my property. On the YouTube comments, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that I should be painting the house because of wear and tear. Well, this house was damaged by a dog and the carpets themselves were only put in and they were damaged by the lack of house cleaning in the property. And this has been indicative of the last time I visited. So if you want to see my last video, there it is. Check it out. This is about this person being jailed for 4.5 years sentence and not paying the rent before they went. Without further ado, got the keys. Allegedly the keys are posted back in the letterbox and they've now fully abandoned the property. So they've taken all the stuff out. Every personal belongings are gone. They've given the house back to me. We will find out now. And there they are. So there they are. That's the keys to Shankill Street. I'll just make sure. There should be 2 of them. No, there's 1. So if there's only 1 key, I've been told there are 2. Therefore, I'm going to have to change the locks because I am aware that there are another set of keys somewhere. So come on in and let's have a look at what's going on. This content that I've produced is all about learning how to make money, be it through rentals, through construction, through doing online businesses, buying and selling, just making a bit of cash for you as a person. If you like this content, I would ask that you like, subscribe, and remember to keep following every time I put up another problem or another issue about the day-to-day life of who I am. I thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate any comment that you may have. Please remember to comment down below. The tenant's family said that they would have it professionally cleaned. There's some Nando's boxes. They'll come in handy for picking and packing. I can smell still dog's pee, dog's poo. And clearly it's not been fully removed. There's underneath the stairs. I never looked into the property. This is what I'm saying about the actual work. This is when I said the dog has eaten the corner of the property, and if you see this here, look, this has just been a piece of paper put over what is there's a massive hole here, and it's just been painted on with rough paper. And just painted on, as you can see. But if you have a look at the corner here, the corner of the property itself, it's just been painted in with a bit of paint, as you can see. That's not the way it was at the start. This is also in bad condition. So the place was promised to be professionally cleaned, and clearly it hasn't been. I'm just going to go and check here, the kitchen. And this is supposed to be professionally cleaned. I was told that it would get cleaned. Okay, the fridge is gone and the washing machine is gone. That was my washing machine, but I'm just going to replace it because of the sheer state of the place. Looking at it, it hasn't been professionally cleaned. It smells a little bit better. It smells a little bit better, which is great news. But clearly there needs to be a professional cleaning. It isn't bad, but it does need a bit of work. I expected this. There is a horrible smell in this room. This room stinks. It absolutely stinks. It's awful. I assume it was the dog. Just going upstairs to see what's going on. As you can see, I'm disappointed, to be honest with you, because the family said that they would clean it and make it nice and clean for me. I'm sure, well, there we go. There's professional cleaning for you. And of course, they've left stuff. They've not actually picked up furniture. So they've left furniture to be dumped. Let's go and have a look at the personal premises here. So last time we looked, this was just a load of bags of clothes. Again, not cleaned. There's a bit of furniture there. And they've just left rubbish. Oh, look, Snail's still here. He's definitely going to pay rent. And there it is. It's absolutely not professionally clean like they said they were going to do for me. And this is to me the reason why landlords have so much difficulty in renting, and why you who may be a tenant are finding it harder and harder to get premises. This is the reason why, because there's no mutual respect. This property is my property, and clearly there is this culture of, if you rent, you're allowed to destroy the property and the landlord picks up the bill. And law has made it so that this is the case, and we should be making enough in rent. But I was charging very little money in rent for this house, and clearly I wasn't entitled to make any level of even profit of the property. And this is my own hard-earned money. I work quite a lot, and the money that I earn pays for properties like this. But since I've owned this house, I'm now currently at a loss of maybe £6,000 to £7,000. I have to pay taxes, including council rates, which is, there's a phenomenal cost in owning a property. That includes maintenance. I've had to clean the garden of this house 3 times, send staff down. And a lot of you guys keep commenting about us landlords and how greedy we are and how we should be doing all the work. It's up to you to sit in the house, get the government to pay your rent, and then expect the landlord to come back and repair the house after you've destroyed it. But this is where it all goes wrong. This is where this relationship has broken down. And the next time I get someone in, I'm going to make 100% sure they're going to pay severely for the losses and the damages of my property. This is why a lot of landlords are getting out, and you're finding it harder and harder to find property. And that's because of people like this. This is why rents are going up. This is why you're having to pay heftier and heftier deposits, because of when people leave shit around when they're supposed to move out fully. So I'm going to take this property back. I'm going to give it a good clean myself. I'm going to clean it to a standard. I'm going to have to paint the place and do it up, which I'm okay to do. But the fact of the matter is, if you move into a house and you don't treat it like it's your house, then why the hell do you think you've got the right to live there? There is a definition of how landlords and tenants behave, but it seems to be the only ones that are held legally responsible for their behaviour is landlords. Tenants seem to do what they want, how they want, when they want, and destroy the property that doesn't belong to them, that they've never earned a penny. Because the way I see it is, this tenant hasn't worked a day in her life, and any work she's done, it's been paid for by the government. This is where I have a major problem in where I've come from. I came from a very poor family. To successfully grow my life, become a successful person, give housing to people who can't afford to buy their own properties, and they go and ruin the property like this and leave it in a state like this. This is not the only example of a landlord-tenant issue. There is some sort of psychological condition where people actually think that if they rent the property off you, they have the right to destroy it and leave it in a shit. This is not fair. It's not right. And there should be laws to protect you. Laws that allow the landlord to blackmark you and put you on a strike if you refuse to pay your rent or leave the property in a condition. That's it. So I've said my bit. Of course, there's going to be haters, because I've noticed that there's a lot of mixed opinions with a landlord wanting the house to be kept in great condition, and that there's some sort of right for a tenant to simply destroy it without any regard for the financial consequences it may bring. I'm right. This is something we need to consider. The law needs to change. We need to have stricter, tighter rules. Maybe a database of people who don't pay their rent, a database of people who continually flout the rules of their contractual obligations. Maybe that's what we need. Anyway, listen, it's good talking to you. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.